This is Africa, changing Africa's narrative with Ebai Eyong Samuel. Thousands of youths graduate from the university every year, thousands, and they wait on the government for the government to provide them jobs, right? The question I'm asking myself is, are you going to school to be qualified to have a job or to be qualified to be able to become a job creator? I think there's a difference between the two. There are people who go to school to be able to qualify to have a job, and that is the reason why so many people are jobless today, because the economy in Africa as a whole cannot be able to provide enough jobs for all the graduates in all the universities. Let's take, for example, Cameroon, in which I am. We have hundreds of thousands of young people who graduate from the universities, from the different universities, different state universities and private universities every year. How many jobs are available in Cameroon, right? How many jobs are there? How many people can the government integrate? How many people can the government recruit? And so every year we have a good number of people who go into school and they come out 3 years later, 4 years later, and they find themselves jobless, right? Why? Because the educational system in which we are doesn't suggest people to grow out of the mentality of seeking jobs. It doesn't teach us to be able to become job creators. Why do I say so? Look at a child who's in primary school, right? Everything you do in primary school is to be able to recall. You are recalling the names of people on Mongopa. Tell me, we're drawing grasshoppers when we're in school. What is the meaning of drawing grasshopper? Drawing grasshopper. You see, and if you don't draw the grasshopper very well, a child is going to use a cane and flog you for not drawing a grasshopper very well. And everywhere we go to, we are not able to think well, because the educational system is teaching us to be people who are just recalling facts and information. We are not critical thinkers. And so, are you now in doubt when you see many of our young people leave universities and they are frustrated? Why? Because they are there. They are looking for industries where they will ask them questions that they know in school, right? What they have learned in school. But the critical thinking based teaching approach is missing. I believe this is a very vital part of our educational system that is missing. If you leave the university as a graduate, whether you're having a degree or a master's degree, any of the degrees, and you're not able to provide a job for yourself, you're a waste. You are a waste, because all the knowledge should lead you towards providing a job. When we're talking about education, it's not only the 4 walls of a classroom, right? It's beyond the 4 walls of a classroom. You have to go beyond that. So many people don't think creative, they don't think innovation, they don't think invention, and they sit in the classroom what they're thinking. And do you know how the education system in Cameroon is now? Right? You can go to university without being in class. It's true. You can go to the university without attending a single class, and at the end they give you a course certificate. Why? Because it's not practical based. Because if it's practical based, you discover that every person must be able to complete a practical session before being available to be graduated. But this is not the case. So everybody come and read the course, and tomorrow you're not there, today you're there, tomorrow you're not there, and finally you write your decision or your thesis and all the rest, submit. You go in front of other people who are seen there as juries. They talk to you, talk back to them, and they say that's good, excellent, you have 90%, that's good. And right there you are jobless. You leave that place frustrated. You leave that place as a fool, as an idiot. But if you focus on critical thinking, decide that by the time you are going into university year 1, whatsoever you are going to do, you should be able to practicalize the skills you learn. If you are doing a course in school that will not lead to relatable, physical, immediate skill manifestation, allow that course. Please run away from that course. Right from the first year, you should be sure that what you are doing will not only end you up in maybe looking for a job, no, but what you are doing as a course in school will make you to be able to come out as somebody who can be able to create jobs. I believe that if our educational systems in Africa, in Cameroon for sure, can train people to become job creators instead of job seekers, the economy is going to be far more better. We have been blaming the government for so long, and for long enough, the government has been doing nothing. It's time for us, young people outside, listen to me. Don't go and do a course that will not be able to relate you to practical skills. You know you must survive. You will not read all the history books and the economics books because you're speaking history, or you become most of all a primary school teacher, or you become a teacher in a secondary school, and you find yourself receiving a salary of 80,000 francs. But if you are able to do courses and you are able to transform your courses into monetary skills, I'm telling the truth, you discover that you have created a job for yourself. I believe in a future where the young people who go to school will not be looking for jobs, but they will become job creators. Join me on this new narrative that we want to create in Africa, where our educational system is going to be focused on people becoming job creators and not job seekers. I don't think there's enough amount of jobs in Cameroon or in Africa to take the number of graduating students that they graduate every year. But if every student can sit down and begin to look at practical skills that they can relate to the physical world to bring in innovation and creative ideas, I know for sure Africa is going to be better. Join me on this new narrative. Please don't go to school and complete your course without you coming out as a job creator. Don't be a job seeker. God bless you. I'm Eba Eon Samuel. Like my Facebook page. Meet me on TikTok, Eba Eon Samuel. Still on YouTube, my name is Eba Eon Samuel. We're going to be changing the narrative of Africa. God bless you. This is Africa, changing Africa's narrative with Eba Eon Samuel.